Hello, beautiful, wonderful, majestic souls of YouTube. My name is Dans. This is my channel, That Good Tarot, where we do timeless readings for anyone with any placements. Let's get into it. Let's see what themes, what ideas, what do your guides want to yap about today? What do they want to have a little chit chat about in your life? What themes are coming up? What do they want you to be aware of? What can they see that they want to tell you about that maybe you can't see right now? Okay. Jumping out of the deck. We have the Eight of Cups. Excuse me. And the Seven of Swords. Okay. I'm getting this immediate feeling like you have chosen to disconnect from someone that scares you. There's definitely an energy here of someone that has made you very afraid of them. What I'm getting immediately from this energy is that there was someone who really filled your cup in a very significant way, in a lot of different aspects. And something happened, and all I can get is that you're like very afraid. Very afraid of them. We'll see what other cards want to come up here, and then we're going to dig into those two energies. Yeah, Five of Coins. Like this energy has been disconnected. That's just a confirmation card there, yeah. Let's have a look at this Eight of Cups. What was this thing that you walked away from? This has been coming up a lot in the readings as well. I feel like you disconnected from something. I don't think I'd had your energy of like fear around this connection. I don't feel like it's fearing this connection. I feel like it's the person. Okay, but let's get some context on this Eight of Cups energy. Okay. All the cards came out in reverse, but I don't know how to take them. We have the King of Wands, Queen of Swords, the Moon, the Hermit, and the Nine of Swords. I'm going to turn them all upside down because then I can read it. When I look into this King of Wands, Queen of Swords energy, like we had these coming up in the reading yesterday as well, so you could relate to that reading as well. Very different communication styles, like different priorities, different attachment styles, just really different, like entirely different worldviews. And I don't feel like it's an obvious thing because it's king and queen. So like the attitude is very similar and there's a very composed nature, but like digging beneath the surface of I don't think it's like values, just different styles of things and different like outlook on life and could be very different like cultural norms or like even like societal norms. And it like works at a very subconscious level where these things are just very, very different. Very, very, very different. Now, both of these energies are unstable. Unresolved. There is a lot in this that, like within this connection, within this Eight of Cups, super fulfilling connection that you had to walk away from, there is so much hidden. There is this isolation. There is this like, it's like everything. It feels like stepping on eggshells, but not in a bad way, in a way that's like there's certain areas that you just don't go into and there are certain things you don't talk about, or when you do talk about them, they have to be framed a certain way. It feels like it's a relationship in which, and it could be like just a friendship, it doesn't necessarily have to have progressed to the state where it was more than that, but there's this deliberate like it's like you're kind of walking around like Lego all over the ground. That's what it feels like. And you can move around that. And it's let me give you an even better analogy. It's like when you're in conversation with this person or within this dynamic, you're both hanging out and it's all good and you're both walking on a path together, pretending like there isn't Lego all over the ground that you're having to step around. But you both are having to like step around these things, whether that's emotions or like certain memories or certain reactions to memories or certain subjects. A lot of things left unsaid because of that. That seems to be what is underlying within what on the surface can seem like a really great friendship, relationship, a really, really great dynamic. But this is obviously something that you had to walk away from. Something you've clearly disconnected from something. What I want to get into here is the Seven of Swords, like this fear. Like the phrase that like comes up as I look at this card is just, I'm scared of you. It feels like you're scared of this person now. Something really changed. And yeah. Let's have a look. You may have gotten to the point where the only thing you could do was disconnect because you're so scared of them. You had to take like whatever weapons you had, but like any strategies that you had, and sometimes when you're so afraid of someone, the only strategy you have to protect yourself is just disconnection. We have the Five of Wands and Judgment coming up here. It's taken you a long time to get to the point. I think that the fear was evident from the start, but the disconnect took a long time for you to get to. That's definitely something that you didn't want to do so much. Because you didn't want to lose that. You were really holding on to this idea, this future, like this concept of you being in each other's lives. We have the Four of Wands with the Four of Coins. Like, you wanted to hold on to that so badly. So badly. But it seems like at the end of the day, you could mental gymnastics your way around a lot of things. But if you get to a point where something has happened or something has changed in a relationship and you are now scared of that person, that there's not a lot that can, like that's a nervous system reaction. That is very hard to like erase because this isn't a thought or an opinion. This is a reaction. It's a trauma response. And I think you got to the point where you couldn't, that wouldn't go away. Your fear of this person wouldn't leave. So that kind of like finally made the decision for you. And then you disconnected. Okay. I feel like this is just a context thing. Like if this is your situation, I'm not telling you anything you didn't already know. So why do your guides want to talk to you about this? Universe, please, insight and information. We have the Emperor at the bottom. It is a time right now for you to be... Hi, hello, yes. To be understanding of what is going on around you. What led you to the decisions that you've had to make. And I think that, your guides just want to talk to you about it. Just be like, we see this thing that you went through. You had to make an executive decision about who can and can't be in your life. We have the Page of Cups. Again, we have that dang red thread hanging out as well. Can I get more context on the Page of Cups? King of Cups. This person that you... Oh my gosh, okay. Eight of Wands. So the person that you might have disconnected from is very emotionally blocked. And they can only really give you so much. And I think that the so much that they are able to give you is like more than they've been able to give anyone else. And I think even that really scares them. It feels like when they come towards you with that level of emotion, which for you might not be that much at all, Two of Coins in reverse. Like it's like when this person is being open and vulnerable with you, they are being more open and vulnerable than they've ever been with anyone in their life. And that's a big deal for them. But for you, who's maybe invested, you might be one of those people that with a really open heart and is just so ready to go there. And because you're so ready to go there, you have so many people in your world being open and vulnerable with you. So someone showing up and giving you so little, you can't understand the impact of that, because it's more rare that someone will only go like puddle deep when you're used to everyone coming towards you with an ocean. But the reason why they come to you like puddle deep, I don't mean to say that in like a derogatory or like demeaning way. Like that's as far as like it scares them to go any further. And any further, they feel like they're handing you ammunition to use against them. And that might have been something that happened. They might have reacted in a way because they were so terrified of your capacity for depth. Yeah. That might have led to a situation where they acted out of fear and became, they projected their fear onto you. And what happens when people project something like that onto you? Something like fear, and they project it. You receive it. You receive the fear, which is why you are now sitting around scared of this person. Okay. All right. Let's get any last words. This is look, too real for this girl. Okay. This girl has been traumatized. Devil. The bottom of the deck. Look. I need to get away from this reading for my own mental health, because I can feel my fight response coming up. And my fight response is not necessary in a place like this, because these are not my messages. I will say that like this is not your pig, not your farm. If someone is projecting their stuff onto you to a place where you start to feel scared of them, and that really rocks your trust in them, I just hope that you know that whatever happened in that situation doesn't have anything to do with you. And you are not... There is nothing... If someone is going to project something like that onto you, there is no way that you could have avoided it. You didn't do anything wrong. This is their own... That's their thing to deal with. And if you have taken that step to disconnect, I am so proud of you, because it looked like you took the really hard road to do that. Yeah. Nine of Coins. Yep. Just focusing on yourself. Oh my God. I stopped breathing. No. Girl, I'm so traumatized, okay? The way I have feared people. Yep. Oh my gosh, I'm going to finish this reading. I'm not going to sit down and have a reading that I don't end up finishing. Point is, this is not... Even your guides are like, just focus on you. Just keep on focusing on you. And keep feeding the relationships that lift you up and make you feel safe. There is... Yeah. No. Oh my God. She's starting to dissociate. Okay. We're not doing this. I'm being really present with you guys. I don't like when an energy comes in that projects something so much, I hope that, now I'm just dropping cards, I hope you guys don't feel like this is your fault. Whatever happened in the situation, I really hope that you don't feel like this is your fault. Nothing that happened in the situation is your fault. That's just it. That's it. There is nothing you could have done differently. If this person was going to get to a certain point and act out of fear and project that onto you so that you could sit with the fear instead of them having to sit with it, and put the blame or the accountability in your hands when they should be taking it. There's nothing you could have done differently in that situation. If this person is like this, they would have ended up doing this at some other point. They've got some stuff to heal. And I think it wise that you are removing yourself from that situation while they do that. We always want people to heal. We always want the best possible outcome in these situations. Oh, I need to get away from this reading because I'm not breathing correctly. Let's get into some oracle cards. I hope that you guys are okay. I am so sorry that you've had to deal with someone projecting their shit onto you. You don't deserve that. You don't deserve that. No. Nope. I just can't reiterate enough. I hope that you know that, like, it couldn't have gone any differently. Even if this had happened in a year's time, in 3 months' time, something would have set this person off as soon as it started to get more. As soon as you started to pull your dynamic into something deeper, this was going to happen. Because depth triggers this person. Which is devastating. Devastating that that's how people react to that sometimes. And it's absolutely not their fault. But it is their responsibility to make sure that they're not hurting people in the process, you know? Lemuria. Creating heaven on earth. It's happening. I feel like this situation was a real test for you. It feels like you were presented with a situation in which you could either stay with something that you loved, but also put you in an unsafe space, a space where you had to kind of reconcile some fear within you or deal with things that you didn't deserve, or you could break that cycle and not do that. And you made the decision to break that cycle. And you, in doing so, are inhabiting a version of you that is the strongest to date. I feel like your inner child has never felt so secure that you will protect them. And you are letting your energy translate to everyone around you. Like, you are not to be fucked with. And you are master and commander of your life. You are the director. You are in charge, and you decide what happens and what doesn't, what's allowed and what's not. You decide where the boundaries are. You decide what is okay and what does not fly. You set the standard. And it's like very magnetic. And it is also repelling the people that shouldn't be around you, which is amazing. Again, there is a reason you have those dreams: the mystic, intuition, high priestess, visionary. Are you guys any more dreams to update me on? I have not much to give you because I think my nightmares are coming back a little bit. And so I think that when that happens, what I do is I'm low key afraid of falling asleep. So I don't fall asleep till 1, 2 a.m. And then when I do, it's like a pass out, just passing out kind of sleep. So it's not deep, restful. It's wild. It's wild See, that's a weird thing. And this is why I don't hold it against anyone if their circumstance, their history, their experience of being human on Earth has, created certain reactions in themselves that they can't explain or sometimes can't control. I certainly have my fair share of those. So when it comes to someone who is either knowingly but more likely unknowingly projecting their own fear and being triggered by emotional depth, like it's not their fault. Something happened to make people react like that. And it's not a thing to like take pity on either. It's just the way the world is. And that sucks in the same way that me having PTSD sucks. But like, don't pity me. I'm fine. I'm literally living the best life. It's just like these things happened. And sometimes I react weirdly to things. And sometimes I get afraid of falling asleep. And that's fine. Like, don't worry about me. I have such a good life. And I'm grateful for the way that those experiences shaped the empathetic, emotional, sensitive person that I am today. And strong person that I am today. Boundaried person that I am today. So I hope that whatever's going on with you, you are also strong and empathetic and boundaried. And are looking back on this connection that you've had with this person with understanding, compassion, forgiveness. Forgiveness doesn't necessarily mean that that's going to erase any fear that you have about this person projecting their fear onto you again and again, making you feel really, really scared. And I will just put in if there is any physical anythings, any breaking of anything, any destroying of, don't tolerate it. If someone's tone of voice makes you feel scared, like, get out of the room. That's what I'm going to say about it. This has been a weird reading. I'm sorry for how triggered I got in this reading. I hope that you guys are okay. Go hold your friends tight and just let them hold you and watch the new season of Bridgerton or something. That's what I'm going to do tonight. Play some Lego games. I don't know. Lego on my mind. Okay, I'm going to go. See you in the next reading.